What's up everyone, Chris here again, back at the workstation. I wanted to do another instructional video for fin installations. We do a lot of these at our shops. Today specifically is the CETMA Footpockets will be installed with the CETMA Prana blades. As you know, CETMA has Edge model and the Mantra model. These will all work this particular way if you want to copy it on your own. So first thing you want to do is make sure that the foot pockets are the same size. So we have the same size. You also want to make sure that the blades are the same stiffness because they come soft, medium, hard. So these are both the soft Pranas, really super nice blades. Probably some of the best carbon fiber composites out there on the market. A few things you're going to need to do this installation is a sandpaper block. We use, I don't know the number, but it's pretty fine grit. I like to use this big long flathead screwdriver to kind of wedge into the foot pocket. I'll show you that in a little bit. This is our super glue, super weld JBL. Works really well for the rubber to kind of other material bonding. And then we'll use our clamps at the end. But the first thing you want to do, as you can see the foot pocket there, I kind of take this long flathead and I'll go into the foot pocket and kind of jimmy it. Make sure just kind of you get the space nice and loose as possible, even the little arms. Occasionally I'll take a little silicone spray or a little soapy water, just spray it onto the foot pocket where the blade's going to go, and then just kind of insert the blade. Typically it'll just kind of go in pretty smoothly. Sometimes I'll just kind of tap it in, but that's really the reason why I'm using this flathead to kind of open up the space in here. Sometimes there's a little lip that's inside that'll catch the blade, and as you can kind of see, it hasn't quite gone all the way as far as I like it. So you kind of want to make sure that the fin rail is as far back as possible. This is fine, but we'll just kind of retry. Get in here a little bit more. And I'm just kind of wedging up. You don't have to be gentle with these pockets. Nothing's gonna break. One thing I wanted to mention also is CETMA makes their blades specifically for their foot pockets. As you can see, it's kind of a longer, has this real long back. So it's going to go all the way in, almost to your heel, where a lot of blades don't do that. They'll kind of just go to about right here. They also make, CETMA also make their blades for pathos pockets. It's a little bit shorter, a little more narrow, and cuts off kind of about right here. These rails will be cut off here too, because the pathos pockets has longer arms. So anyway, just wanted to kind of give you that 2 cents. Just wedge it all the way in, and as you can see now, the sides are touching the sides of the foot pocket on both sides. So this is perfect setup, and we will be gluing. You can drill. The CETMA pockets also come with an assembly kit if you want to use the screws. I don't really like to do that. I think the gluing is a little bit easier, a little bit messier, but I just find that it holds up over the long run much better. Okay guys, now that you see it's a perfect fit, I like to kind of give it a little mark. I won't really mark the top part because you want it to be nice and pretty. I'll just come to the back and kind of give a little spot there, and I know I'm going to do along the sides of the blade, so it just kind of tells me where I can sand. So by giving a little mark there, I know that I'm going to kind of sand the area from here back, right? You don't want to scuff up the blade and make it look all dirty and unattractive and nasty that way. So now that I have it marked, let's remove the blades. Find my mark is about right there. Take my sandpaper and just kind of scuff up from there back, right? And then along the sides where the arms are going to be going. Again, this is a really fine sand grit. Can't remember the number. You don't really need anything thick and heavy. You just kind of want to scuff up the area where the blade is going to meet the foot pocket. And so I'll switch around and kind of do it along the top. Same thing. Again, you can mark the top if you want, but I'm kind of done this enough to know. Alrighty, looking good. Now I'll just clean off any excess dust that might be on there. Sometimes I'll come over and I'll just scuff up this part that's going to be meeting the blade as well. If you want to, you can get deep in there. I don't really find that it's needed. Like I said, this blade is going to be so far back into the foot pocket, it's going to be stuck. Okay, now we're ready to glue, and then we'll insert the blade into the foot pocket. If you guys use our glue, you got to make sure that you're quick. You don't want to mess around. So after I put in the glue, the blade goes in and it's back and in place within a couple seconds. If I'm sitting here talking with a customer and I'm messing around and I haven't put the blade all the way in, it'll get stuck. And if it's not flush, you know, it's a big hassle. You got to take acetone and kind of get, you know, all that glue residue out. Yeah, it's just a big hassle. So if you use this stuff, it's super fast acting. Don't get it on your fingers, or you can glue your fingers shut. But yeah, so it's really good stuff, but just be quick. So here's how we do it. I like to kind of do let's see if you can see, just kind of a grid up and down. You can be liberal with it. And I'll kind of go into the sides here. Everywhere it's going to be touching the blade. You can always add and reinforce a little bit later. We'll probably do that. But that's kind of what it looks like. And I've gotten, like I said, in this little crevice here. All right, so you're ready to go. Okay, again, we've put this blade already in there, so it should go in pretty good. But like I said, you want to be ready. You don't want to mess around. So glue's good, blade's good. 1, 2, 3, go. Just kind of wiggle it in. Boom. So it took like 1-2 seconds, and basically it's in place, ready to be bonding. So from here, take one of our bigger quick grip clamps, and I will kind of smash the bigger, fatter sections that has most of that glue so it's flush, right? You can bring it up a little bit higher if you want, but it's pretty good. As you can see, both sides, right? Get our smaller clamps, use one for each side, and I will add a little more glue. That's pretty good, but I'll add just a touch more. Couldn't hurt. On this arm part, take our little clamps, clamp this little section down, repeat on this side. There you go. Just gonna let that sit for a day, about 24 hours. Call the customer, say swing by. It's basically ready to go with, you know, sooner than that if you want to. But I'd like to let it sit, and then I will kind of retest things, make sure everything's kind of nice and snug, and the glue has bonded, and that's basically about it. Okay, now let's do the other one. Okay guys, I hope that helped. So that's the CETMA Footpockets onto the CETMA blades made for the CETMA Pockets. It's really a pretty simple installation. You just basically follow these simple steps. If you don't want to wait for us to do the installation, now you have a reference. You can do it yourself and follow our directions, and you should be good to go. But I hope that was helpful, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below as always, or if you have anything you would like to add. We have been doing this quite a long time, but you know, I'm always willing to learn. Give me your 2 cents. I'll check them out, respond. But I hope that was helpful. And as always, guys, take care. Have a great one. Thanks for watching.